So, hello everyone, welcome to another Training Tuesday. It's a little bit of a different one. It's not going to be a very long one, but it's essential things to teach your dog. So, it's going to be very basic things actually. So, will your dog let you pick up and inspect each of its feet? And if they don't, you're going to have to teach them to let you. So it's all about desensitization. So, got a little treat in this hand. So I'm just going to make it hard for her to eat the treat. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to pick up the foot. So I'm distracting her. Once I've picked up the foot, then I'm going to give her the treat. So her association is I get a treat when Mum picks up my foot. So this is important if they ever get a thorn in their foot, a little cut on their pad, if they're lame and you want to inspect the foot, and it'll also work towards the nails. So for nails, you simply, I haven't got anything with me to cut it, but just to start with, run your finger down each of the nails with a little treat in your hand so it's hard to pick. So she's distracted, and once they've done that, she can have the treat. Yeah. So you want to be able to do that with all 4 legs, all 4 feet, so you can check the feet if there's any issues, and also work towards doing your dog's nails, which is very, very important. Long nails can affect the structure of the feet and eventually the positioning of their legs. Like they can end up, if their nails are long, they end up like leaning far back there instead of having a straight leg, and that can put pressure and cause arthritis and all sorts of things. And if they have puppies, it can hurt puppies. If they jump up on you, it can hurt you if they've got long nails that are a bit sharp too. So that's important to sort out. Yes. So, can you run your hands all over your dog's body without them moving? And the reason I say without them moving is because if Jude was hurting anywhere, on another day, she might move. So, if she was like wriggling and bouncy and couldn't keep still for me to do all of this, then would I know if something was hurting? Does that make sense? So that's one thing. So another thing, will your dog let you check their teeth? Can you open your dog's mouth? Wow, Jude, should we go up closer to the camera? Come, Jude. So, can you open your dog's mouth? And why should you open your dog's mouth? Well, I've seen dogs and they've got like a twig stuck on the roof of their mouth. If your dog's struggling to eat or drooling when they don't normally drool, it's important that you could look at the teeth and go, okay, that one's chipped, that tooth has fallen out maybe. If your dog isn't very well, you might want to check the colour of their gums. If it's day 21 to 24 of pregnancy, you might want to check the colour of the gums then, see if they've gone paler. And yeah, it's generally quite good. And also, if they have got something in their mouth they shouldn't have, then it's very important that you could potentially open their mouth and get it. And also, can you give your dog a tablet? So I'm going to do it with a treat because it's a bit nicer. So I'm going to open her mouth and I put the food in. And actually, you do it that way with a treat. It's good association. When Mum opens my mouth, she's putting a treat in. She's not giving me a tablet, she's putting a treat in. See what I mean? It's very, very simple, very, very basic stuff. Can you check your dog's ears? Will your dog let you? Can you put, just gently, just come a bit closer, Jude. This is why I've got Jude, because she's the easiest for this stuff. So can you just gently put your finger there? I'm not putting my finger in deep. You see, there's my nail. So just, can you do that? Can you do that on both sides? And I know she's swinging her head a bit, but she doesn't really care. She actually quite likes it. And can you give it a little scratch? Yeah. You give it a little scratch. She says, Mummy, you're being very strange today. So being very strange. So it's basically teaching your dog to have health check, isn't it? In simple terms. You know, can you check your dog's eyes? So can you hold your dog's head still? Judith. Is that Judith? Jude, we're not doing very good. So you see how she was struggling? So I got my hand there, treat there. Hand there, treat there. So everything is getting a good association. But also, if you really wanted to check your dog's eyes, wait. So I want to be able to touch her with this hand while she focuses with this on this hand. So you can see I can look at her eyes now. And then she gets a treat. So she always gets rewarded for complying. Never ever don't reward them for complying. Now, another thing is, can you get a lead on quickly? And that again sounds really basic, but so I got a slip lead, and what I've done is I've made the loop big. I got a treat in this hand, and she basically puts the lead on herself. So we'll see if we can do this from a distance. Sit. Wait. Oh, no. Sit. Here. Julia. Wait. So we got the lead. Jude. Good girl. So why is that important? You never know what you're going to come across when you're out on a walk with your dog. So you should be able to get a lead on quickly, and your dog should have a positive association with having a lead on. Now, if you had a clip-on lead, not a slip-on lead, I would simply have the lead clip, treat. So you just pretend I got a clip-on lead. Have the lead, clip, treat. And also, will your dog allow you to hold them by the collar? Is your dog going to panic and worry if you hold them by the collar? No. But if they do, you've got to practice it. So you practice it, hold the collar, give them a treat. And it's a lot of giving them a treat. Grab the collar, give them a treat. So they're not going to think, oh crap, I'm in trouble if Mum grabs my collar, because that's the normal thing. The same with if you want to open their mouth to get something that they've got. Negative association with Mum's going to nick my treasure. Whereas if you give them a treat, so they've spat out what they've got to have your treat, that's the positive association. They've given up the item they didn't want to give up, and you've got the item you didn't want them to have. Win-win. So grab the collar, give a treat. And then the absolute number one thing I think everybody needs to teach their dog is a recall. And your recall will start here. And you're like, well, why do I need to recall her from here? She's with me, she's focusing on me, she's looking for where all the sweets are. So you go, Jude, treat. Jude, treat. Judith, treat. So you do different voices. You notice how my tone changed. And even go in a slightly deeper voice, and I go, Jude. Judith. Judith, treat. Every time she hears her name, when I'm teaching recall, she gets a treat. And she thinks it's the most wonderful thing in the world. So I'm going to go, Jude, sit, sit, because she's a bit more advanced. Wait. So then no, Judith, you're cheating. Sit, swat, wait. So I'm going to leave her this far away, and then I'm going to go, Jude, yes, good girl. Sit, wait. And I'm going to go a little bit further. Jude, yeah, good girl. Sit, wait. Wait. No. Come on, we've got to do this properly. So even though I'm working on a recall, wait. She's not going to get away. That Jill's there. Sit. Wait. 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 Good girl. Okay, Jude. Yes, good girl. So I couldn't let her get away with creeping like that because that's not what I wanted her to do. But you work on recall all of the time. Recall is always positive. If your dog has just run off and killed a squirrel, you still recall them and go, yes, well done. You're happy that they've come back, even though you might be slightly annoyed that they've killed a squirrel. So another way to practice recall, throw the treat. Jude, throw the treat that way. Go find it, Jude. She missed it, she lost it. Jude. Oh, she's found it now. She found it? No? Sorry, guys. There you go, she's found it. Jude, throw the treat. So she looks at me and I've thrown the treat. She looks at me, I throw the treat. She looks at me, I throw the treat. There's loads of ways to practice recall, but number one rule is it's always got to be a good thing to come back. Now, if your dog isn't very food motivated, they might want attention. They might be good with you just making it super fun. You go, yeah, well done, and you give him a bit of fuss and you try and get him to play. And Judith is like, you had treats, Mum. So all I want in life is some Tweety Sweeties. Some Tweety Sweeties. But Jude is also very ball motivated, so I could call her back, and then her reward for coming is she has a tennis ball. Never only recall your dog to put them on a lead. So if every time I recalled her, it meant she went on a lead and we were going home, that's a negative association. So you're better off recalling them 10 times in the lead, 10 times in a walk, putting them on lead maybe the 5th time, and then taking the lead off, letting them go again. And then the 10th time, then you put them on lead and you go home. But all 10 times, they get something positive. Whether it's a lot of fuss and attention, whether it's a tug game, a fetch game, a treat, you name it. As long as your dog finds it rewarding, it'll work. That's the key, is your dog has got to find it worth its while. Yeah. Oh, such a darling, and you, Jude. You're such a darling. So anyway, that's just probably part one of essential things to teach your dog. But I certainly think it's the most essential ones of basically being able to do a health check on your dogs and being able to recall them. Can you hear somebody coming up the drive? So anyway, see you all soon. Bye.